Washington. The White House said Tuesday that a prudent contingency plan is underway to evacuate Americans from the Middle East if the Israel-Hamas war escalates into a broader regional conflict. White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby emphasized that there are no active efforts to evacuate Americans from region beyond the charter flights U.S. government launched out of Israel earlier this month. It would be imprudent and irresponsible if we didn't have people thinking about a broad range of possibilities, Kirby said. And evictions are certainly one of those things. The White House discussed emergency plans at a time when concerns are growing that the 18-day Israel-Hamas war could escalate further. While United States and other partners in region are trying to secure release of more than 200 hostages captured in attack Hamas territory on October 7, United States has informed Israel that postponing a possible ground attack Gaza may be beneficial. The emergency plan was first reported by the Washington Post. President Joe Biden and Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman spoke by phone Tuesday about the worsening situation. This was first interaction between the two leaders since before Hamas attack on Israel. According to White House, Biden the Crown Prince talked about efforts to deter state and non-state actors from expanding conflict between Israel-Hamas. Biden administration officials have repeatedly warned Iran against getting involved in the conflict. Over past few days, U.S. forces region have come under repeated attacks that Pentagon says are backed by Iran, main sponsor of Hamas, Hezbollah militant group in Lebanon, as well as militant groups Iraq and Yemen. The two leaders agreed to pursue broader diplomatic efforts to maintain stability across region and prevent the spread of conflict, White House said. At the Pentagon, Brig. General Pat Ryder stated that the USA was preparing to increase violence, noted that there were at least 13 attacks against troops and facilities in Iraq, Syria. What we are seeing is possibility of a more serious escalation in near future from Iranian proxies, and ultimately from Iran itself, against U.S. forces and personnel in region, said Ryder, Pentagon's press secretary. He added that the United States will not hesitate to take action if necessary to protect its forces and interests in the region. Biden said last week that he believed Hamas' motivation to attack Israel stemmed in part from a desire to prevent that country from normalizing relations with Saudi Arabia. One of the reasons Hamas moved against Israel was because they knew I would sit down with the Saudis, Biden said at a campaign fundraiser. The U.S. president described deadly attacks by Hamas militants on October 7 as guess what? He said he thought he started it because of this. The Saudis wanted to recognize Israel, and were very close to officially achieving this. An agreement the wit.